Rachel and I just got back from our annual anniversary trip.
Yes.
It was magical.
Like just got back, like a few hours ago, got back. And
It was amazing. It was really
We had
amazing.
a great time. We went to the Azores Islands, which belong to Portugal. They're in the Atlantic, and they're like the Hawaii of, they call them the Hawaii of Europe.
It's like
but
Jurassic Park and Iceland and Costa Rica
It was
and
really unique.
Yellowstone
Yeah.
all in one island.
It
It
was-
was amazing.
And Switzerland,
Yeah.
and it was like crazy.
And cold and windy. You know how people joke about the weather changing every 5 minutes? No joke. It literally did. It was wild. Like, torrential rain pounding the building. And we went through a couple earthquakes while we were there.
Oh, yeah.
Our hotel was
Earthquake.
shaking it up.
Yeah.
And had big storms, and it was beautiful. We loved it. We had so much fun.
But our kids were here, and they told us it was also storming here the entire time. It's like this whole part of Europe has been storming.
Yep.
So
anyways, we'll throw that out. Yeah, we're selling it for you because it's amazing. If you go,
good.
it's actually really affordable. It was very affordable. And we loved it. And you guys have never seen happier cows in my life. I'll just throw in a little pitch here for happy cows. Happy cows produce happy cheese and happy cream and happy butter and happy milk and happy steaks. So, Rachel and I, we were in our happy place.
Yeah.
With all the happy cows. So you guys can do it. And of course, we're throwing in our little plug here for getaways for you and your hubbies. Please make
getaways.
That a priority. Make it happen. Get away, even if it's just an overnighter or a couple nights.
Okay, well, legit. I didn't plan to say this, but I will, because I was thinking this while we were on our trip. Inevitably, before we take a trip as a couple, I always think, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough money to spend on this. We don't have enough whatever. Like, there's always all these reasons, but I book it anyways because I've learned from experience that it's worth it. And on this trip, I was like, yep, worth it. Because it's so fascinating to me. It's like,
she remembers why she married me. She still wants to keep me around.
That too, of course. But it's like, you start out and you leave the normal world. It's like a mini hero's journey. You leave the normal world with the kids and all the stuff and everything, the craziness going on. And so it's like the first day or two, it's almost like you're kind of detoxing in a way. All of that's kind of falling away. Everything's settling. And then, the next few days are so amazing. I just find them filled with clarity, inspiration, motivation, excitement. Like we obviously do lots of planning and dreaming and talking about things and strategizing. And, it's just incredible. Like, I just love that time. It's funny though. I was actually giving an update to my 11-year-old when we got back. I didn't even tell you this. She's like, "What'd you do?" And I was telling her the things we did. And she's like, "That doesn't sound like a very fun vacation." Sounds like you were working. I was like, well, Dad and I love this kind of stuff. Like, that's what we love to do. So it was fun, I'm like, we're strategizing and planning. And she's like, oh, okay. But it really is just so powerful to do that, to have that time, I think, because it's stepping away and it gives you space and time to think about what matters most and what you want to be working on. And if you're actually working on what you want to be working on. And, I just it's invaluable for me. I just have to do it. It's so great.
And you are a bunch of super moms who are so busy with all the stuff and things. You need to have some time away to just let your mind relax and think about other things and dream a little. Love it.
So I have a question for you guys about that. We were talking about trips and just having number of days that works best for us. Like you were saying, your first 2 days are kind of decompress, and then the next 3 days are awesome. Is there kind of a max? Oh, we should just be done. I think we have different. My husband and I have different around that stuff. What's that like for you guys? You had to have you navigated that? Have you negotiated that or figured that out?
As far as the length of time of the trip?
Yeah.
Trip, how often you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
we don't both for the same thing.
Right. No, I think definitely that's a thing, and I think especially for driven people, um, we wanna get back to, like, the grind. It's like, "Oh, let's get back to the work. Like, let's get back to doing stuff instead of just this vacation time." And I think, at least for us, partly why, because we'll go 7 days, we'll go 10 days, and for me, definitely, I don't, maybe this is for you too, I'm not sure. If it's just fluff vacation, after a while, I'm like, "Okay, like, I can maybe handle 7 days of that." And then I'm like, "I need to do some work." I felt for me, like, this was a we went for 7 days, it was a good amount of time. I could have gone longer, but I was glad to come back. But we had planned to also make it a working vacation, so we were strategizing, planning, but also keeping up on some work. I For me, I think
It was perfect.
it was perfect,
Yeah.
yeah. So, that might be a thing, like, if one of you especially is more likes to work more, then and it's not like you can't let it take over the trip, because then you're like, what's the
It
point?
defeats the purpose.
But we had a set amount of time of like, okay, between these hours, we're working. And then before that and after that, we're exploring, we're going out. And so it kind of fills both needs. And so then it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm done with this vacation. Let's go back. We're always very productive, even
Well,
when we're
even
on
when
a
we're
trip. We're
vacationing,
listening to
we're
podcasts, we're
rarely just gonna
discussing.
just
Yeah, we're not just
we're not gonna like go sit on the beach and like drink lemonade
yeah.
because after a few hours
We
we'd
can't
both be
do
like, okay, we're bored out of our minds. Let's go do something. So
exactly.
we like to mix in the adventure and the challenge and listen to great podcasts and read
And
books
talking
together.
about
And
things
th-
and
we're still being like super productive in a crazy enjoyable way to
yeah.
reset. We love it.
So maybe that answers your question.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's just taken us a while to like figure out. Like sometimes if we're on a trip, I want to. Well, we might have expectations or ideas that we're supposed to be together the whole time, or like one of us wants to get things done, or one of us wants to just like be alone, or it's
Mhm.
taken a while to be able to like do that well, plan ahead well, communicate well about all that stuff.
Yes. Perfect. And that's it.
Yeah,
Just talk
that's
through it.
what it is. Because that definitely still happens for us. We're not like hip to hip the entire 7
I
days.
want to be, but Rachel's, has things she wants to do.
And he has things he wants to do too. Don't let him fool you. And so we definitely have that time where we're like, okay, on a couple mornings he'd start talking to me like, shh, you know, because I gotta get that done, and then I'm ready to fully engage with him. And so that can be more challenging because at the house we're in different spaces during that because he's outside or downstairs and I'm up in my room, and so that can be easier, but it's still just finding a way to kind of nicely have that boundary still of like, wait, I'm doing this
Um,
morning routine or I'm doing this thing,
we've
this
learned
ebb
to
and flow.
to
Yeah,
coordinate well together. Like, the hotels have these nice gyms, and I'll go in, but my workout might be longer, and then I want to do some cold plunging, and so she was out taking some pictures or doing some writing, and I'm
yeah,
like, I want to be in the pool, and she's not getting in the cold pool,
no,
right? I'm swimming laps, and she's like, I ain't getting in that thing. And then so we kind of we just we flow together like that. Again, that open communication, like you talked about, you nailed it. Just talking through it more and making sure expectations are good and nobody's getting ruffled feathers about anything. Like, yeah,
because you
let's just work
some
together.
alone time or to work on something else, it's just like, okay, great. And then let's plan when we re-engage again
Yeah.
type thing.
But what we don't do when we're on trips or at home, we do not avoid each other and we do not avoid conversations that need to happen. And we do not like keep distance or any frigidity there. That's just absolutely non-negotiable. Can I drive that home? Can I like
Is it
when
connected
when I'm
to
when I'm coaching men, I'm like, this is where I reach through the camera, grab the front of your shirt, and shake you. And but since we're here with the ladies, I'll
yeah.
be like, may I have your attention, please, ladies? Um, do not tolerate that crap for 1 second.